And welcome to Flory Models Friday Roundup Show. Here we are on the 30th of August 2019. Another month out of the way, and obviously we're moving into autumn now. Dark nights, horrible weather, loads of time for modelling, which is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, it's been a really busy week this week, so let's have a look. Hello and welcome to Flory Models. I'm Flory. Today we're going to be building monograms, 1/16 scale Kenworth truck, actually, which we've got together. Okay, so what this is made up with, these two huge I-beams sort of down here, all right, and then we've got this front area at up the front here, like here, and the bars and these in between. Now these two here, and there's two in here, there's two in here, and there's two back here, are actually, if we show you in the instructions so we can get up to speed with it, are these. So actually what you've got is these ends and these end parts going on here like this, okay? Then we've got, I think this is the radiator bracket on here and a couple of the beams. That's fine. So actually putting these in, first of all, my stumbling block was this, because it's just got an arrow and it points up. What I was actually trying to do is under here, you've got these two holes in here. Probably over the white be easier. As you can see, they look very much like the holes that are in here, but what happens is it goes to the inside of these two, so it actually fits in the middle. Yet to start with I was putting them on the outside, and you're like, okay, that's because again it's just a little bit vague on where it points out how they go. All right, so that was one thing. In here the great thing is all these parts are going to be the same colour, a little bit of hand painting I think for some detailing work, and obviously we've got some different colours down in here, okay, for the actual nameplates, but everything else is literally just going to be black really in here, or another colour, because some of the different engines are different colours, so it's personal choice on this one. So 126 we've already put in as well, okay, so that's that one in on the side. Then it's literally talking about both halves coming together, and to be honest, a bit like all of this kit, it's all a little bit wayward if it's going to go, so it's a bit clunky and a bit gnarly. So all we're going to do is put some extra thin, and we're going to run this round everywhere down on this one. And I think what we'll do, we're going to come in and polish this up afterwards, because again it's quite important, these areas, and they're not exactly the best parts going. Okay, now how much of this we're actually going to see once it's got all the mechanics around it, I'm not sure, but definitely want to do its best by it. We've got now our acrylic range. So if you go into the actual acrylic range just down in here, we've got the new black and clear range, and then obviously down in the workstations as well, they're available in the black and clear or the white, whichever way round you want those. You've got your little drop down on here, so you've got black, white or black and clear. Obviously that's those ones, or you've got your normal black one, just like that. Okay, and then as we were saying about, we've actually got the black and clear range, as you can see on the actual tool caddies. So we've got the black and clear one, and again there's more pictures of those just down below on those. Or you've got your traditional all over black or all over white. Again, you've got your drop down in here for whichever colours you want with those. All right, so you just click the colour you want and away you go. The acrylic range again is expanding all the time, as we know. This is the actual oil pack ones. So again, you've actually got, this is for the select the type. So this is the 12 with the brush holder, okay, which is this one just here. Okay, or we've actually got the 18 holder, which is is 3 levels just like that as well. That one's £33, and the normal one with the brush holder is actually 30. Okay, so there's a slight difference in price because you get the extra shelf with that one as well, just down on there like that. So plenty of things to see on there, and again just drop down one and you can click it in and away you go. It is literally as simple as that. So again, it's because it's Tuesday, to be honest, I'm running out of time. It's 5 o'clock now. I've been up to my neck in it all day. But what I'll do is I'll do a few of your questions as always. So over in the question area, Simon's saying, hi Phil, can we have an autograph photograph of the Flory team, please? Really? Get a big logo in the background and the team line up and everybody to sign it. It would be great that we have in my modelling room, plus a great slogan for this thing: for all your modelling fun, the models is Top Gun. That's terrible. Thanks for you and your team. Keep up, Mike. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Simon. I will take it under consideration. No, I'm too cringy to do things like that. Okay, Keith says, can I just say those who didn't like your Tamiya 1/32 review, shut up. I didn't say this is Keith. As you correctly said, it's full of unnecessary ejector pins. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I know, but that's it. So I won't go into huge things all about it and all the rest of it, because again, I'm not going to get slated for it. But it just does seem to be, well, Tamiya, come on, that's step up. That's, don't worry about it. We can get past this, and you can now produce fantastic parts without a million ejector bins to get it out of the mould.
Can anyone hear
Phil?
Phil?
Good. There we go. I'm in. There you go. See? Perfect. Thank you, everyone. That's
What
it.
did you do, Phil?
Hey?
What did you do?
I looked at what I should have looked at from last week. There's one thing I didn't check myself. I was more worried about you. No echo. Good. See? That's all right. See? Never mind. All sorted. Sorry, Andy, carry on. What was you saying?
We're getting
coming together now. Very nice.
Add some kind of oils on just to kind of give it a dirty wash. Very subtle chipping here and there, and yeah. So it's just really now. I'll probably just leave it a day, just for oils to go off. But I'll probably leave it and not put coat, 'cause it's got that kind of shiny and that dullness at the same time.
Yeah, I like that look. That's my favourite.
Well. Yeah, so it looks. So you've
It's
got
flat and shiny. It's nice.
Yeah, that's how it should be. So I'll just let the oils dry, and then it's just a matter of putting everything on. So it's all ready for the final assembly. And I'm going to have another go at putting a masking up the sharp mouth. I've got some more masks, which should be hopefully here tomorrow. So I'll try it again. I know where I went wrong, so hopefully we'll get it on the front masked up, and jobs are good. And 2021 is in Vegas. We're off. That's it, we're off. We'll book it now.
Tell you what, I don't think that's a bad shout, to be honest.
No,
I don't either, actually, yeah.
That'd be
What time of
definitely.
year is it? Is it in the middle of the summer?
It's just on, isn't it? They've only just had it, so it's about August, September. So
Well, that'll not be hot in Vegas then, will it?
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
don't forget, you never are. You don't go outside.
no,
You just go from hotel to hotel in the air conditioning. You only
Yeah,
ever go
whereas-
outside at night.
Where's next year's US Nationals then? Will they fix that in?
I don't know, but it's not Sin City.
You don't care where it is, it's not Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Yeah, says, look, we can't do Vegas because Steve will end up married to some showgirl at an Elvis wedding chapel.
yeah.
Do you know what? I'm not being funny with the track record of us lot when we go on these jollies. Can you imagine us in Vegas?
Yeah, if we get
Bad enough when we was in Eindhoven, let alone Vegas.
Yeah, but do you think we'd actually be able to go without our other halves? I don't, somehow.
No, I might not be able to get that one to fly, but yeah.
It's a work, honest.
It's a work too, yeah. You're going to get
There's
that
that
one.
much shopping out there, Matt, that you'll never see them. They'll just say, off you go, then you go to the mall, that big super mall outside, you never see them.
At least it's direct flights from the UK, Vegas. Nice and easy.
I have said, if you were going to be doing it, I think what they should just have, right, is have Florida, have it in Orlando and in Vegas. Just keep going each year there, because then people would go to it.
Yeah, probably. Vacation resorts, isn't
Yeah, that's it.
it? Japanese, loads in Spanish.
I was going to say, if you go
Loads in
Japanese,
French.
it's just full of it.
But isn't it weird that when I go on there to watch any modelling videos, I'm always looking for Japanese guys in.
You're looking at the wrong modelling videos.
Yeah, we've seen the videos you're looking at, Steve.
The thing is with the Japanese videos, I can't understand what they're saying, but the language is really quite nice to listen to. Even though you don't know what you can obviously see, but it's not one of them where you mute it. You can it's just done and it's just noise, but it's like therapeutic.
I like that one, the one that's got the music from Hot Shots in it. From the film, they use the music from Hot Shots, the film in it, and it's like quite dramatic. And it's lots of like B-roll film of like various bits of models in various stages. I could watch that for hours.
Yeah, there is some interesting ones out there, really good.
To be honest though, it's not Digging with Bridget, is it? So
God, digging for Bridget.
Oh,
Wow. That's everybody.
hey, did you hear on our local news though that a couple were with their metal detector up in Somerset? They won't give the area, but they reckon they've dug up about something like £5 million worth of gold coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 1066, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Time.
Nothing wrong with digging with Bridget.
So that's why we don't see John.
Yeah, that's it. And then John was never seen of again. It's a
It's
Bell
a Bell,
222.
is it a Bell helicopter or something?
Yeah, it's a Bell 222 with the body kit on it.
Ah, I'll tell you what, because they did a version.
But make sure it's had a really good shake, the actual tub, before you put it in. Okay, that is important. All right, now we're going to use a pair of these. Now I've been playing with various different styles and various different air pressures and all these different things with this, just to come out with the best one. So what I tend to do is dusty coat on first. Okay, dusty coat on first. Okay, dusty coat just down in here. And to be honest, this seems horrible, but we'll worry about that afterwards. Okay. Alright, then once you're on, and you've got it on here like this, then you can put it down properly, okay? So, quite a high air pressure, it's around about 20 psi, quite close, and then what we're going to do is just walk it across like you're doing gloss work. Okay, and that's on there. Then we're going to come back in with another coat, very heavy. And there we go. And then what happens is, if you leave it, it will start to dry off. And as you can probably see now, it's chromed up. And that is literally it. So what we're going to do now is work our way around everywhere. Quite a high air pressure, quite nice and close. Okay. Okay, that's done in there. And as you can see, you're just working this right the way over that entire area. Okay, and the thicker you put this down, the better. And then hopefully, as you can see, that's looking really very nice. So what we're going to do, we're just going to come up here, and to be honest, you see, we haven't used too much at all. We've only probably used 1/2 mil, but we're just going to have a recoat in here. A little bit more, making sure your top's always on. Okay, grab this again, and then what we're going to do, we're going to give this a really nice heavy coat. And the thicker this is, the better the finish you get. And there it is. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? So there you go. Sorry about how we ended on last night's live show. To be honest, it was one of those ones we're talking away and we look up and we're not on. And what it wasn't us actually, it was YouTube cut us off right in our prime as always. And because we'd already gone past 9 o'clock, we thought we'd just end it there anyway, rather than try and start a stream again and get you guys all over just to say goodbye. So apologies for the abrupt ending, shall we say. But we had a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who joins us as always. Thank you for all your great questions. Just keep them coming because it's what keeps the show moving along and going. Otherwise you just end up with us a load of old farts yapping and usually getting off topic, which most of you tend to like us doing. Anyway, I've been really busy today as well, so obviously you're going to get the next part, which is part 2 of the truck up. Obviously, there's a lot more chromey bits going into it and all the stuff that goes along. It's one of those ones where I've learnt how to do chrome now, and yeah, this is absolutely phenomenal stuff. It is. You know, it's one of those products where, you know, where you see YouTube things and things on, you know, Pinterest and all of that, and you think that's too good to be true. Actually, this isn't. And I know a lot of people say it's a lot of money because it's like 15 quid, 15 to 20 quid for the refill bottle, like we were saying for this stuff. Actually, I have done loads now. I've resprayed these technically twice. I've done the stacks. We've done all the other chromy parts on this. And I've probably not even used, I don't know, not even probably 10% of the bottle. It goes on forever. It covers amazingly well. But the thing is, you have to remember with this is that if you've got any imperfections down below, they will come back, okay? Because as this thing dries, it shrinks in. So it looks gorgeously level, but it does come back. And I was like, I keep on saying to everyone who's like listening, trust me, let that dry, because this morning, I did a test fit to put the fuel tanks actually onto this just to see how they lined up. And I took it away and I got a fingerprint in it. So it does take a long time. So those are being drying now for around about 48 hours. It's going to need, I think, another 48 hours just to make sure you're totally handleable, because it has got that very much eggshell effect. So, you know, you think it's dry, actually it seems handleable, but no, lo and behold, hot fingers, fingerprints, and you've it's the lot. But anyway, it's really good stuff. If you're ever into your vehicles, your cars and everything, then honestly you don't have to go out and get the big ones. Spend a couple of quid, just get the actual pens, because they are amazing stuff, and they do a gold one now as well and stuff like that. Really, really good. But it's been one of those light bulb moments with me, because it literally before it was like, how do you do chrome? I can get it close but never chrome. Now we can actually chrome, but in the scale of this, because this obviously being a 1/16 scale, it looks more like polished aluminium than it actually does proper chrome. When you're doing small parts, it looks like chrome, but on big parts like that, it looks more like what we're after, being like a polished aluminium and things. So very, very nice. Anyway, going to be pushing on very heavily with this one this week. Coming, we're probably going to be getting all the paintwork done. If we don't get it together and almost finished off, we're going to be very, very close to it. Also next week I'm going to be finishing off the Hunter. I was supposed to do it this week, but you know what it's like, short week anyway with the bank holiday, but I will get the Hunter completed off next week as well, so that'll be a nice one done. And we are going to be starting on the F86, the Saberjet as well. So the nice thing with that is that we're back to doing metals, but obviously it won't be chrome, but we're going to be doing high-speed metal finish with it and natural metal finishes and trying to break it up and weather, and being quite a compact aircraft, it shouldn't take too long to come together. And because we're using the gorgeous Ultimate Sabre Edition, got a few goodies in with that one as well, so it should be a lot of fun. Anyway, other things going on at the moment, obviously over in Forum Land, as you can see down in the bottom, we are getting very close to finishing our next SIG, because technically you've got until tomorrow to finish it, because obviously tomorrow's your last day. I tell you what, I'll do everyone a deal, because I'm so bad and I haven't even finished it or anything else down in here. What we'll do is we'll let it run till Monday. Okay, so you're going to get an extra day, so I'd love everyone to finish, because we've only got 21 finishes on that one, and it would be lovely to get a few more in there if we actually could. Remember, there's no medal for these, but everybody obviously will get the reveal video, which I'll do on Monday for it. Looks like we've got another Jayhawk finished, which is absolutely fantastic from Mal. So I was looking at it earlier, as you can see, very nicely done. Nice little bit of detail with that engine as well. Not the easiest kit in the world to work on, if we're honest, okay, but you've actually done a blinding job on that one. Congratulations, very nice. And I'll be honest with you, this is the highlight for me of this build. I thoroughly love this one. This one's from Ian, and he's done the Model T Ford French ambulance, and it is gorgeous. It is so simple, it just works absolutely fantastic. Not only has he done a fantastic job on the build with the sort of wood worn effects and the thing, everything's in there. It's a simple little diorama, it's not bits blown everywhere and all the rest of it, but it just tells the story fantastically well. So with the actual soldiers that are around with it and the nurse and everything, it just absolutely works. So I love this little one. It's been a real pleasure to look at this, because when it came up I was having a look and it was like I got lost in it, and I do this thing of going around these all the way through. But anyway, we'll get more of these photos up and everything to you next week as we make our way through with it. What I'm going to do is on Monday is obviously I'll do the reveal video, so make sure you're all done and dusted, because it'll be locked away. And also I'm going to go back and take care of all the work in progress threads that I haven't moved. Unfortunately, because it's me, myself and I doing it these days, I haven't had a chance to go in there and get them all moved over and into their various locations and stuff like that. I will promise I will get it done on Monday, so I'm not going to be doing any building work. I'm going to have a day keeping up with the forum, getting it all up to date and things like that. The other big thing is obviously starting on Sunday, hopefully Andy will get it all done in time, is actually the Italian SIG. So this is basically a special interest group. Anything Italian counts. So it doesn't matter if it's an Italian car, if it's in Italian markings, as long as it's got a link to Italy, it counts. So if you might remember, we did the Big in Japan one, we've done the French one, we did a German one. So now obviously it's Italy's chance to get in here on our little SIG group. So anything Italian counts. And let's face it, it's going to be a good one, because think of all the cars, you know, from historical up to modern day and things like that. So just from that alone, I can see a lot of red paint in our future, let's put it that way. But there is some gorgeous cars out there, some gorgeous kits right the way through, not just modern but obviously historical kits as well. So if you want to get involved with that one, please feel free. Full details all that will be up with this in a couple of days. We'll get that one up onto the actual site and move forward, and we can start on that one. Remember, there is no medals or any prizes or anything for this. This is purely for the fun of it and sharing with the group and stuff like that to make our way through. Other thing I have with you today is the actual Pioneer review. Again, it's Vallum. So, as like I always say, Vallum, it's one of those ones where treat it and think of it as a limited run kit. But externally, you've got everything that you could ever need. Internally, they tend to be a little bit lacking, but let's face it, you're not going to see much inside a 1/72 little one like this. But it's quite a big aircraft. It's quite a very nice aircraft, really, at the end of the day. It's something a little bit special about the actual Pioneer, or the twin pin. But anyway, it is available. You can get it on the PM store. It does come in a couple of flavours as well with this one. So they do another one which is, I think it's Coastal Command 1, and the RAF one, it's in camo and things like that. So if you want to grab one of these, obviously available from the PM store, but you can go off and see the review of that right now. And a shameless segue, don't forget, over on the PM store, we've got various new things have come in this week. So we've got the Airwolf, which is the Shima one. You might remember we were talking about, obviously, that last night. So that's the kit I had up and showing you, which I built it now. It's been about sort of 9-10 years ago now. But anyway, it's back. It's very hard to come by, so when you see them, grab them. We've got the Italeri Land Rover, which is obviously the fire truck as well, or you could strip it back, just have it as an Alani. Another nice one is the, I think it's the old Esky kit, which is the Italeri 124 Porsche 956 in Le Mans from 1983. Nice kit as well. Is the Special Hobby 72nd JA37 with the Vigan. Again, it's nice to see him in the 72nd as well as the 48th. And the other nice one is the Mini Art Grant Mark 1. Again, full of detail. You know what Mini Art are like right the way through. And that's both of those ones down in there. So that's the Vallum twin pin for the actual Air Atlantique markings and the actual Empire Test Pilot School. And then obviously we've got this one over here, which I think is the RAF one, as we were saying before. Plus the fact all the other stuff we've been talking about over the last week is down in there. We've had a full restock of various things in. Microset and Sol, they're back in as well. Hasegawa, we've got some new kits have come back in stock with Hasegawa. Where's Hasegawa? Let's have a quick look. I know the Osprey came back in stock. We've been after trying to get those in for a while. And if you want to join me with the Sabre build, obviously this is basically the same kit. So the Sabre is available as well. So I'll be using the Edard limited edition one. But trust me, there's only a few bits, and we're not really worried about those that are in there. So I am going to be starting that kit next week. So if you want to grab yourself one and join along, then obviously you can do that with me right away. The other one as well, if you don't want to pay an absolute fortune for the Edard boxing of the Hasegawa, that's the same kit as well. All right, so we've got those in there, the E's and F's for that one. Other things that have come in at the moment is the actual Tamiya lacquer paints. We were talking about these on the show, and I've been using them on the truck this week. Again, full range of those are in stock right the way through. So if you want to have a go with these paints, yes, they stink to high heaven, but actually they go down absolutely gorgeous. No problem with those at all. And to be honest, when I'm up at the store next week, I'm going to pick up a load more of them, because I've only got the first, I think it's 15 colours or whatever it is. But obviously we've got the full range there. How many do they do now? 63. So there we go. Lots of colours in the range there to get excited about and have a go with those. Last up, Zucamori. We've had a restock in of Zucamori. A lot of people asking about the Phantoms. We can't seem to get the S or the C type at the moment, but we got back in stock the D and the J ones as well. So again, prices are going through the roof on these, so grab them whilst you can, because trust me, it seems to be all the Japanese stuff is going up in price very soon. So grab them literally whilst you can. And that is about it. A very busy week. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it as much as I have. It's been a real cool week this week. Loads to come next week. We're going to be pushing on with the truck. As I say, if I don't get it finished, we're going to be very close to getting that one done. We'll get the Hunter finished off, and as I said before, we're going to start on that Sabre, and we're going to be building that particular kit next week, making our way on. So that's it from me. As always, being on Friday, I'm going to leave you with your great work from the gallery. So till Monday, everybody, happy modelling. Take care.
I was not ready to falling like I'm wasted.